The International Monetary Fund has revised down its global economic growth forecast by 0.5 percentage points from January, citing the U.S.-driven tariff war as a key factor. South Korea, in particular, is now expected to grow by just 1%, half the rate projected 3 months ago.
국제통화기금 IMF가 미국이 주도한 관세 전쟁으로 올해 세계 경제 성장률을 지난 1월 전망보다 0.5%포인트 낮춰 잡았습니다. 특히 한국은 석 달 전 예상치의 절반 수준인 1% 성장에 그칠 것으로 전망했습니다. Okay, so actually the projections 3 months ago were it was made. And now it seems that overall, not just Korea, but globally, it is all kind of slowing down, but particularly more so in Korea.
Yes. So this kind of study done by the IMF was looking at many different countries. Obviously, we have had a lot of things happen in the global economy.
Well,
with
primarily tariffs, yes.
Yeah. And so they were adjusting their projections. So the growth rate originally for Korea was 2%.
Okay.
And then now they've cut a percentage point off. It is only expected to grow by 1% here in Korea.
That's a big half.
Yeah.
That's a sizable amount.
Yeah. And 다른 나라들과 비교해도 좀 큰 편이긴 해요. So the US was cut by 0.9 percentage points, the Eurozone by 0.2 percentage points, and Japan by 0.5 percentage points.
So we beat them all.
In a not a good way.
Not a good way.
Not a good way.
Not a good way.
삭감면의 1%이니까 비교적으로 크고 멕시코, 태국 같은 나라만 더 많이
I see.
줄어든 거예요.
Okay, so what are they predicting that will happen? What do they think will happen in the next couple of months?
Well, they were looking at a few different scenarios. So they looked before the U.S. tariffs, they looked after the U.S. tariffs started, and then they looked, well, what if the U.S. got rid of all the tariffs except for the ones with China?
Okay.
Yeah, so if you right now for 90 days we have that 10% tariff, right?
Yeah.
And then if we get rid of that but only leave the Chinese tariffs, what would happen?
What would happen?
They think that the relationship between the U.S. and China is the most important.
I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
미국과 그 중국 사이 그 관계가 가장 중요한 것 같은데요. If that is the only thing that remains bad, they still think that the global economy will be slowed down because of it.
Okay, so in all of this, we can conclude that really China and U.S., the way things are going to work out or play out is going to really tell what's going to happen with the global economy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So everything kind of rides on the negotiations, the talks, whatever is going to happen between those two countries.
Okay, we shall see. We shall keep a close watch. And of course, 국제통화기금, the International Monetary Fund, it's a long word, long phrase, so we just shorten it to IMF.
Yeah, IMF. I think some native English speakers probably only know IMF.
Yeah.
They may not know the full name.
Yeah, right. So they revised their forecast. So forecast is 전망. So if you revise, R-E-V-I-S-E, 뭔가 수정하고 개정하다.
Yes.
Right? So this is a word that we actually use a lot. Rather than change. Yeah. So what do you think about this word?
So this can be used a lot when you are writing. Maybe you write a report.
Yeah.
And then you look at it again and change some things.
Right.
That would be revising your report. In the same way with the IMF here. They had a projection.
Right.
And they said, oh, no, we need to change that. And so in this case, for an official type of document, we often use the word revise.
And this is also a word that is very commonly used in schools. Teachers are always telling you, please revise. 제가 대학교 때 그 에세이를 많이 썼잖아요. 영문학을 전공을 했는데 정말 매일 항상 revise, revise 이거를 굉장히 많이 봤어요.
Yeah. Change it. Do
Change
better.
it, correct.
Write it again.
Write it again.
Yeah,
Revise.
revise.
All right. The International Monetary Fund has revised down its global economic growth forecast by 0.5 percentage points from January, citing the U.S.-driven tariff war as a key factor. South Korea, in particular, is now expected to grow by just 1%, half the rate projected 3 months ago.